What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome to NFL Playbook Cowboys. If you're a real fan of America's team, you might want to sit down and lock in for this one. We're about to have a real conversation today because I am tired of this disrespect. I am tired of the casuals and the media talking heads acting like they don't know what time it is in Dallas. Lately, all I hear is people saying that CJ Stroud is already better than Dak Prescott. Look, CJ Stroud had an incredible rookie season. No one is denying that. But why does everybody have such a short memory? Have we completely forgotten that Dak Prescott also had an incredible rookie season? The difference is, while Stroud is struggling to surpass that initial hype, Dak Prescott has long surpassed his rookie year. We are talking about a guy who just gave us another year of MVP-level performance. I've been saying this for as long as he's been in the league, especially over the last 5 years. Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback, period. I know, we just watched another Super Bowl where Dak Prescott was not on the field. It hurts to see, but let's be real, that doesn't mean Dak isn't a Super Bowl-level quarterback. In fact, if you look at the guys playing in that game last night, Dak Prescott is objectively better than both of them. The talent is there, the stats are there, and the leadership is there. If Jerry Jones can finally succeed in getting the right pieces around Dak, the pieces he actually needs to win, I truly believe Dak Prescott brings that Lombardi Trophy home in 2026 or 2027 at the absolute latest. But don't just take my word for it. I want you to hear from an ex-Cowboy who knows exactly what goes on in that locker room. Every Dallas Cowboys fan needs to hear what Dalton Schultz just said about Dak Prescott. We're about to talk facts today, so hit that like button and subscribe if you bleed blue and silver, because only real fans who believe in this team stay until the end. Okay, let's talk about Dalton Schultz for a second. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. I really wish Schultz would have stayed in Dallas. Someone can call me crazy, but I believe I'm right. Dalton Schultz has been the best tight end for the Cowboys since the legendary Jason Witten. I know we extended Jake Ferguson, and I like Ferguson, but I still wonder if both the Cowboys and Schultz wish they had worked out a deal. When you look at the 5 seasons he spent here, it was incredible. He was a massive receiving threat, 197 receptions, over 2,000 yards, and 15 touchdowns. His peak in 2021 was insane, 78 catches and 8 touchdowns. He was elite with us. And when you hear him talk about Dak now, you can tell there is a level of respect there that the media just doesn't get. Schultz recently went on the record to explain why the Dak doubters and the critics completely missed the plot. He said people don't understand what a quarterback like Dak does for a program. It's about integrity. It's about leadership. Schultz described it as galvanizing to an entire franchise. He said that unless you've been in that locker room, unless you've trained with him and seen his work ethic for an extended period of time, you can't truly grasp it. His energy and his leadership are infectious. That's coming from a guy who was in the trenches with him. Schultz even admitted that he owes his career and his success to Dak. He was a young guy, a rookie, doubting himself, and Dak looked him in the eye and said, "The ball is coming to you because I believe in you." That's the guy people want to run out of town? A guy who serves up opportunities and believes in his teammates more than they believe in themselves? The real problem in Dallas has never been Dak Prescott. The problem is that the Cowboys have always put the entire world on his shoulders. They never did Troy Aikman like that. When Troy was winning rings, he wasn't doing it alone. He had one of the greatest offensive lines in the history of the sport. He had a #1 defense. He had Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper, and the all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith. They had a complete team from ownership down, and Jerry actually let Jimmy Johnson build a roster full of leaders like Darren Woodson and Charles Haley. They didn't ask Troy to be the sole leader. They surrounded him with greatness. You put Dak Prescott on those 92, 93, or 94 teams, and I'm telling you, he's winning 3 out of 4, maybe even 4 out of 4 Super Bowls, because he is that level of a leader. Look at what we saw in the Super Bowl last night. Defense wins championships. Even with a struggling quarterback, a great defense keeps you in the game until the end. That's the missing ingredient. You've already given Dak an elite offense with guys like George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, but now Jerry Jones has to finish the job on the other side of the ball. If you put a championship-level defense behind a leader like Dak, you're looking at a three-peat. It is on Jerry now. The leadership is validated, the success is consistent, and the players believe. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Dalton Schultz? Do you think the Cowboys failed Dak by not building a 90s-style roster around him? And are you ready to see him lift that trophy in 2026? Drop your takes in the comments, Cowboys Nation. I need to see you loud and proud today. Like, share, and subscribe to keep the star shining.